Welcome students in the organic chemistry lecture series. Today in this video we are going to study about the regioselectivity in elimination reactions. Now this is a new concept to you, that is what is meant by the regioselectivity. The meaning of this word I will explain first. Before that, we know that in previous few videos we have studied about E1 elimination reaction, E2 elimination reaction, etc. We have seen the example of dehydrohalogenation reaction there, and we know that there are alternatives when there is a asymmetric starting material. Now I will take one example so that you will understand this concept. So consider this reaction, CS3 CH CH2 CH3, okay, and here suppose bromine atom is there. If we treat this with alcoholic KOH, then what will happen? Okay, you know this is the example of dehydrohalogenation reaction. But when we treat this with alcoholic KOH, here there is a possibility of getting two products. There is a possibility of getting two products. One of the product will be like this: CS3 CH2 CH double bond CH2. This will be one of the product, and one of the product will be like this: CS3 CH double bond CH CH3. One of the product will be this. Okay, so there is a mixture of these two products. When we treat this compound, the name of this compound is 2-bromo butane. So we can say that when 2-bromo-butane is treated with alcoholic KOH, there is a formation of this product and this product. Okay, but now when we exclusively form one of these two products, when we exclusively form either this product or this product, then this reaction is called as regioselective. Remember this. What is the meaning of regioselectivity? What is regioselective reaction? Okay, so when alternatives are available, and I can say right here, when alternatives are available, alternatives are available and the reaction takes place, and the reaction takes place exclusively exclusively at one of the site, at one of the site, then it is called as regioselective reaction. Regioselective reaction. So I think now you are aware about what is the meaning of this regioselective. I will once again explain. Consider this example, the dehydrohalogenation of this dehydrohalogenation, okay, example of this 2-bromobutane. Okay, now you know that in dehydrohalogenation the beta hydrogen and halogen from alpha carbon goes away in the form of here HBr, we can say. Okay, in the form of HBr, there is a elimination reaction to form the alkene. Now here there are two possibilities. Say here this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon, and this is also beta carbon. So here removal of hydrogen, there are two possibilities. See, if we remove the beta hydrogen from this beta carbon, then we get this product. If we remove if we remove hydrogen from this beta carbon, then we get this product. Okay, so there are two possibilities: either you will get this product, and also you will get this product. So there is a mixture of product. But if we selectively form one of the product of these two, means suppose this product is formed 100% or this product is formed 100%, then this reaction can be called as a regioselective reaction. So what is regioselective reaction? When alternatives are available and then reaction takes place exclusively at one of the site, then the reaction is called as regioselective reaction. So remember this. Okay, thus beta hydrogen atom from a particular site selectively. Now here there are two beta hydrogens, so selectively either this or this react in the reaction, and we will get this or this product. Then and only then this reaction can be called as a regioselective reaction. Okay, and the orientation of reaction during elimination is described by some rules. Now there are some rules given by the scientist to study the regioselectivity of the reaction, and in that first rule we have to study today, and that is the Sedzev elimination rule. I think while explaining E1 and E2 reaction, I have already explained you that what is this Sedzev elimination, but here now we will see in detail the Sedzev elimination. The Sedzev elimination, or we can say it as a rule, the Sedzev rule. Now, what is this Sedzev rule? I will explain first. See here, when two alkenes can be formed, when two alkenes can be formed by dehydrohallucination, dehydrohallucination of an alkyl halide, of an alkyl halide, then hydrogen is eliminated. Remember this line is important. Then hydrogen is eliminated preferentially from that beta carbon, uh, which is linked to the least number of hydrogen atom. So this is called as the Sedzev rule. So what is Sedzev rule? When there are two alkenes can be formed by dehydrohallucination of what? Alkyl halide, then this line is important. Hydrogen is eliminated from preferentially. This line is important. Hydrogen is eliminated preferentially from which beta carbon? Which is having least number of hydrogen atoms. So we'll take example so that you will understand this. Say example. Now consider uh, uh, 2-bromo-butane, 2-bromo-butane. Okay. Now what is the structure of 2-bromo-butane? Say CH3, CH2, CH, Br, CH3. Okay. And if we treat this with alcoholic KOH, then there are now you see the starting material. This is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon, this is also beta carbon. So there are two possibilities. Two beta carbons are there. This beta carbon or this beta carbon. Okay. So if we remove hydrogen from this carbon, now you see here what our rule says, what our Sedzev elimination rule says. Sedzev elimination rule says that hydrogen is eliminated preferentially. Hydrogen is eliminated preferentially from that beta carbon which is attached to least number of hydrogen atom. Now you see here, out of these two beta carbon, which beta carbon is having less number of hydrogen atom? See, this beta carbon is having 3 hydrogen atoms and this beta carbon is having 2 hydrogen atoms. So we can say that the preferentially the hydrogen will be removed from this beta carbon and we will get this product as a major product, CH3 CH double bond CH CS3. Okay, so this product will be major product, 2 butene. Okay, so this is as per set Zef rule. Okay, now I think आपको अब ये समझ में आया है. So when there are two alternatives, there are two beta carbons, then remove the hydrogen from that beta carbon which is having less number of hydrogen atoms. So this product we get predominantly, this is about 81%. The rest of the 19% will be minor product. Similarly, I will take another example, second example. Consider the 2-chloro, 2-chloro, 2-methyl butane, 2-chloro, 2-methyl butane as a starting material. I will write here the structure of this 2-chloro. At 2 position there is a chlorine group and also at 2 position there is a methyl group and butane, so 4 carbons, so CH2 CH3. Okay, so when this is treated with alcoholic KOH, then what happens? Now again you see here, this will be alpha carbon, this will be beta carbon, this will be beta carbon and this will be beta carbon. So there are three possibilities here. Again we have to use the Sedzep elimination rule. So what our rule says, okay, hydrogen is eliminated preferentially from that beta carbon which is linked to least number of hydrogen. Now you see here, this beta carbon is having 3 hydrogen, this beta carbon is having 3 hydrogen, this beta carbon is having 2 hydrogen. So remove the hydrogen from this carbon and this Cl will be removed and to form this product predominantly CH3 C CH3 double bond CH CH3. So this product will be major product. The name of this product is 2 methyl, okay, 2 butene, 2 butene, and this is major product and it is obtained about 80%. Okay, so this is also as per set Zef rule. Okay, so this is all about Sedzeb rule. So I will summarize finally what we have seen in today's video. So summary, so in summary we have seen the meaning of this regio selective reaction. What is regio selective reaction? If there are two alternatives of forming the product and if we form the product selectively one of the product, then that reaction is called as stereo selective reaction. Then we have seen what is Set-Zef rule. Okay, what is Set-Zef rule? When there are two possibilities, when there are two beta carbon atoms, then hydrogen is eliminated preferentially from that beta carbon which is having less number of hydrogen atoms. So remember this. So this is Set-Zep rule, and then we have seen the three examples or two examples of this Set-Zep elimination. Set-Zep elimination. Okay. So I think this point is very simple to understand, and I hope you all of you understand this point. And in examination, the questions is always asked on this point. So study hard and study smart. So we'll stop here today and we'll meet with next concept of this topic in the next video. So have a nice day. Thank you.